Today I'm here with Tim in the gym to talk about strength training for triathletes. Should we be doing it? Why should we be doing it? And do you do it?
I'll be honest, when I was younger I didn't particularly enjoy it because I just wanted to swim, I wanted to bike, wanted to run, but as I got older or the sessions got harder, I had to do it because it was a way of making me stronger. It was a way for me not to get injured as well. So gym is an integral part. So yeah, I'm a gym junkie.
I think that is the issue we face with as triathletes. We don't do the strength training until we've got injured and then we need to do it. But we're here to tell you that you have to do it before it's too late. So we're going to talk you through the reasons why you should be doing it and what exactly you should be doing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and we'll see you on the next video. So we've touched briefly on injury prevention. Why is strength training so important for that?
Oh, the amount of hours professionals and amateurs change is so much, and it's a stress on the body, and we can get into bad motor habits. So to go in the gym and strengthen those smaller muscles are really going to help you to be injury free, and that means you're going to be more consistent, and if we're more consistent we're going to race better, and at the end of the day gym is going to help you race better and faster.
If you've had any injuries along your career, I'm guessing the first thing you do is get straight back in the gym, do some rehab. Is that tend to how it works?
Absolutely. You know, the big injury I've had is when I broke my neck. Obviously there was a lot of rehab involved in that, but it was really reinforcing correct movement patterns with my swimming, with my cycling, connecting the upper body to the lower body. And yeah, without a doubt, we had to find out, you know, what caused the injury. Then there was probably there was a weakness of some sort, whether it's a calf tear, you know, then maybe I needed to strengthen my hip. So just because you injure your calf, it doesn't mean that's where the injury came from. You need to look at it holistically. And I think doing a comprehensive gym program really helps with that.
Absolutely, and I think strength training can often be misconstrued as lifting super heavy, going in and doing CrossFit or Olympic lifts or anything like that, and that's not exactly what we're talking about, is it?
No, I mean, you know, yeah, I don't get intimidated by going in the gym. I go in there and I would say pound for pound, I'm one of the strongest athletes and I'm lifting 2 kilogram weights. It's got to be what is good for you. It's got to be specific. If anything, people that lift big weights, their technique is incorrect, and that's another thing. The technique and the body movement in the gym is so important because you can get injured by doing incorrect gym movements, so it is so important.
Definitely, I think that is the key. It's keeping it specific to the sport. And as well as injury, there's another reason why we should strength training. It does actually improve performance because the stronger we are, the more increase on power, and that translates to speed. So if we can make some marginal gains in the gym, that is great for me.
Absolutely, I think you know, yeah, we need the muscles to be working at their optimal when it comes to racing, and we need them to be strong and efficient, and being in the gym is going to massively complement your swimming, your cycling and your running. So yeah, double thumbs up for me when it comes to gym. So Emily, you work full time and you train a heck of a lot. Do you have a gym membership where you're going to the gym 4 times a week for an hour and a half, maybe even longer? Or how do you maximize your time in the gym without it affecting everything?
Yeah, well, like you said, can also be difficult to just fit in swim, bike and run without adding additional strength. So I tend to keep my gym sessions short and sweet and very specific. So it is all very geared up to helping and supporting the sport of triathlon. So I only actually gym twice a week and my sessions are 30 to 40 minutes. I get in and out. I make sure the exercises are very structured, specific, bang for your buck as I like to call them. It's always full body, so I get the most out of the sessions, and that's the way I fit it in. And because I know it's so key to preventing injury, I would rather miss an extra run or swim or whatever session.
No way.
Yeah, I will not let my gym schedule slip because I know it's so key to preventing injury.
And I guess if you let one session slip, then, you know, over a 2-week period, you're only doing 3, and that's not enough. Oh, that's interesting. And so do you go to the gym to do it, or can you do it at home? Do you need the I don't know, all the big cable machines and the Olympic bar and everything, or can you use, you know, just some basic light weights, some bands and a mat?
I think that is the beauty of training for our sport. It is great to go to the gym sometimes for a different environment and have more equipment, but especially after the last 2 years in the pandemic, I got myself a real basic set of equipment. So I have a mat, I have 2 kettlebells, a heavier one, a lighter one, and 1 set of dumbbells and some bands, and that is absolutely perfect to get my gym session done at home, and I can just roll it all away, roll it out. I've got no excuses because there's no commute to get there, so I can get it done and fit it in easily.
So short and sweet, 2 times a week, but make sure it really counts. Don't fluff around with adding complicated movements and everything like that. And then that kind of sets you up to go faster, which is what we all want when it comes to racing.
Absolutely. So Tim, you're obviously a professional athlete and you've got a bit more time to spend in the gym than I do. And like you said, you've had to rehab some pretty bad injuries. What does your gym routine look like?
So for me, I do 2 gym routines that I come to the gym every week, and then I do 2 other gym routines at home. Again, I've got some basic equipment and I normally do them before a bike ride and then after a key run. So I like to do the one after a key run when I'm a bit more fatigued, so I have to really focus on the stabilizers. For me, with my neck, although I broke my neck, it's actually my whole thoracic, so I really need to work on my mobility, my rotation, because that suffers a lot. But yeah, I come to the gym and I do a nice warm up, and then I like to work on some core work and then some activation, loads of single leg, single arm. I like to really challenge myself with basic cables. I wrap a cable round the cable machine like a band, and I'm looking at the rotator cuffs for swimming, my hip mobility and movement. There's so much that we can do. And then I don't do like massive, like 20 reps, and I'm not doing big heavy weights. I don't want to do the gym to get gym strong. I want to do it so I can see, like we talked about, its functional strength for when I race.
So that's interesting. You would actually count your mobility as part of your gym program, and also the fact that you're using it as almost activation to go for a run, to like warm up the muscles, I guess, to get them fired up for the session ahead.
Absolutely. I really like to, you know, when I go out for the door, I want to be ready to execute the session, and I know I need my body to be moving. And I'm going to be honest, I'm getting a little bit older now, so it's even more important to keep like the oil, you know, moving in the machine, as they say, get the joints and ligaments, tendons, all the muscles ready to fire. And then obviously you're working, so I know I'm very fortunate. I can just come to the gym, always get a coffee afterwards. Bang for your buck. When you say that, are you kind of like getting like 92 exercises in 30 minutes and you're like bang, bang, bang? Or, you know, is it just you're really focusing on certain areas and really hitting them hard?
I'm definitely not getting that many in. Yeah, when I say bang for your buck, again, I'm talking about very specific to the sport. So cycling and running, it's all single leg movements. So we need to get strong doing single leg movements. So instead of getting under a big heavy squat rack, I don't necessarily need to do that. It might not be the most efficient way to train for me. So I'm happy to grab a kettlebell and to do some single leg deadlifts or single leg RDLs and really get their legs strong to what they would have to do. Yeah.
And then, so when you're doing these exercises, I'm guessing is it repetitions? Are you doing like, you know, do you just do like 5 exercises, or do you kind of, I think they call them supersets, where you do 1, 2, 3 different exercises and you do rep, 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 have a rest? How do you kind of, you know, put that together? Are you doing them quicker so you get your heart rate up?
Well, there's no wrong or right, and I'm not saying this is what you should follow, but for me, I like to work in trisets. So I do 3 exercises round, usually like 8 to 15 reps per exercise, 3 times round. So 3, 3, if that makes sense. And like I said, I split everything as full body, because I know I'm only in the gym in my living room twice a week. Every session is hitting basically my whole body. I've got a lot of focus on obviously my legs for running and cycling. The core is so important. Being hunched over a bike, we need to be strong, especially in that aero position.
And when we run, we want to kind of be the opposite, so we really need to turn everything front.
And like you said, for swimming, just keep nice, healthy, strong shoulder, chest area. So yeah, whole body.
I think you need to show some of these exercises. What do you think?
all good triathlon plans should definitely include some kind of strength training. I personally use our partners app called Humango, and not only does it plan my swim, bike and run workouts, but it also factors in the necessary strength workouts to avoid injury. So if you are not quite sure what to do when it comes to strength training, using an app like Humango is great because it takes the pressure off. It tells me clearly on the app what I should be doing strength training wise, and I can just go to the gym and get on with it, or even do the session from home. So to summarise, as triathletes, we should definitely be strength training. We've told you why, and we've showed you how to fit it in.
Yeah, I think there's no excuse now. You know, the pros do it, and now more and more top amateurs are doing it. And it is a great way to keep injury free and to add that extra strength and power in the swim, the bike and the run. And if you have to drop one of your other sessions, it is so worth it. It is not worth missing a gym session and then later down the line you get injured. You have to do it. You have to go out there and get fit, strong and fast.
So we've showed you some of our top favourite exercises to do in the gym. Let us know if you incorporate any of those into your strength programme, and let us know in the comments. We can't wait to hear how you get on.